What's up, Sam? Come on in. Oops, shit. Fucking stop spitting. Stay. Oh, that's enough. Okay. It's fun watching me talk to myself in the very beginning of this live. Why are you like this, Meadow? Childhood trauma? Go ahead, saved.
And I don't medicate it, helps me temporarily.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Okay.
Is the song over? Hello, hello. Hey, Miss Bouncer. Is the song over?
Yep.
I could have swore I had like 2 more stanzas. Okay. All right. Well, it was a great opening song. So we're going to repeat last night's live. I know a couple of y'all have already heard the information. That's okay because it's good information and it's worth a second listen. Also, it was because last night we got bananaed for telling our reasons why we decided to come onto this healing journey, why we wanted to change our mindsets, why we wanted to change ourselves and our lives. And some of those changes, some of those stories are not the prettiest of stories. And so, because I can't get a copy of the live download, the live recording downloaded and put on my YouTube channel, I decided to go ahead and just refilm it today because I still want to put it on there. I still need to do the very first episode, which they did us that way too. Even if you appeal, that I know, right? Even if you appeal and win the appeal, you still don't get a copy of the freaking recording. You can post the highlights that they provide for you, but you cannot go to the recording at all. You can't make your own highlights. You can't download your recording, and it's very frustrating because of fucking computers. Anyway, so I was gonna give it just a minute I put this live. It's equivalent to a shadow ban. Yeah, I know. I've made enemies. Thank you for the hard on, brother. I love it. My brothers give me hard ons. In fact, I made this live friends only because I'm a little tired of the influx of bots and what else? People. It's not about other countries because most of y'all are from other countries. I could give a fuck less where you're from in the world. I do give a fuck less if you're here to fuck shit up, be a distraction, or just a robot, just trying to do some dumb stuff. I know society's been way dumbed down, but that's why we've been awakened, so that we can smarten it back up. Or at least I feel like that's what but I don't know. Maybe that's not why I've been awake my whole life. Because I've literally been on a soapbox shouting, "Are you not awake? Are you not seeing? And can you not hear? Do you not know? Are you not realizing?" My whole life, my whole little life, and I don't think I've said that to us. You thought I know, Gideon? No, I don't like robots at all. I had bad dreams about them as a child. I didn't like robot movies until I was in my 40s, and I didn't know why until. From that Rockefeller dude's decisions. It's we don't talk about that particular stuff in here, but agreed, and it is already in the works, and the timelines are shifting just as they're supposed to. So don't worry. The more that you focus on those kinds of things, though, I know exactly why you did that, but the more that we focus on those kinds of things, the more that they can, okay, let's like this, man. Let me put it this way. Let me give you an analogy. If you're focusing on something or someone, and what's going to happen? Okay, what's the rules of manifestation? Energy goes where energy flows, right? So if you're giving your energy to that, we don't have to worry about the people knowing the history, because the sheeple, I should say, we don't have to worry about that because it's not necessary. Just putting it into it and removing those specific souls from those specific reincarnation loops that they specifically choose. And I just said specifically 3 times in a fucking sentence. The majority of people have been, yeah, I know. That's what we're here to do is we have to worry about deprogramming ourselves first. Okay. And that's why I've been doing all of this research, and that's specific. Thank you, Miss Bowser. I actually wrote it in one of my scripts. It was one of the earlier ones. And I didn't realize that I was repeating that word so much until I was saying it in a sentence, and I caught myself and I was like, dude, self-aware, what the fuck? There's Jesus, come on in, come on up if you want to. But anyway, so that goes for you guys. If y'all want to come up, you're welcome to. But like I said, the more that you focus on those kinds of things, the more power that you give them. The idea is to focus on yourself, deprogramming yourself, heal yourself. And then, after you've gotten all of those stages completed, when you are just a beam of fucking awesomeness and no one can touch you, that's when they start losing their powers. I mean, they're kind of already doing that because of how many of us woke up at the same time. Alone, align our own universe within. Thank you, Saved. You could have unmuted for that one. That's worth a line. Go ahead, say it. I'm gonna shut up for a second.
Yeah, it's just all about aligning our own universe within and showing others how we do it, and then showing them how they can do it. Just lead by example.
Dude, that's so cute what Miss Bowser said. And she goes, and now I stop. That was so adorbs. Thank you for that. That made me giggle. But Miss Bouncer, you weren't here yesterday, so you totally need to stick around. I've only, if I just speak all the way through without pausing too much, it's less than an hour. But even with pauses, I was done in an hour with this information, because I've been shortening the scripts because of how much it's killing my hands and my arms and my shoulders to write it all. But that's gonna be okay here very soon. I need to go to the store and also pushing through my physical pain. Oh, thank you for the heart on, Brother Gideon. I love my brothers giving heart ons. Has to really stay with us. And then 3 kids. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Yeah. Hey, Susan, I'm sorry. That's a lot to go through. I'm in an empty house by myself. It's great. Well, I'm not by myself because low-key, but it's great. After having to stay with people for like the last almost 2 years, I hated it. Hated it. And trying to get rid of hate was really hard. In fact, you know what, guys? Is it okay if I start with my newest poem first? Hey, De Niro. Because I was going to end the live yesterday with that, and the live got shut down. So you're getting the room ready for him. That's nice. De Niro, hold on. I know that you want to come up, and I know that you've sent me some messages, but I'm not sure that I'm comfortable with letting you up in the panel just yet. If you'll stay and get to know my team, my moderators, the family, the whole group, and acclimate into the family before you start coming up, because I've had too many terrible people come through here and say just nasty things and get me in trouble. So I'm doing very well. Brother, what's up, Steve? So if you could, just engage with everybody. Engaging in the comments is really great too, because then everybody gets a chance to feel you out and understand you, and understand if you're somebody that is safe to come up in the panel. Feel the energy as I stay in here in the comments. I get that. I get that very much. Cool. Thank you for understanding. And I know that we did a little bit of conversating back and forth. And you're very polite, and I appreciate that. But my feathers have been ruffled recently, not by you, by other things. And because of those other things, I have to protect everybody. That includes you. So, if I let you up in the panel, it's likely that you could get hurt as well. I don't think you could get hurt because the motherfucker has no power here at the fuck all. Like, this room is power central. and they cannot touch us here. They could try. They could try. And it's just going to be like, poor little thing. You expended all that energy for nothing. How'd it feel? Are you sick? Are you dizzy? You having a hard time right now? Thanks a lot. You look amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. My eyes are really red because I'm super, super stoned. Hi, kids. My laugh sounded so funny coming through your microphone or your speaker. That was great. How you doing, Gideon? How you doing, Saved? I haven't said hi to you yet.
I'm good. Just chilling on the porch in spite of the noise.
You hear this, right? Can you hear my... I did
No,
the
I meant
background noise
when we
thing.
were no, I meant when we were talking right before the live, they're still doing the... Well, it's not AC, but it's a power wash, so...
Ah, yeah, them things can be loud. Oh, there's Leprechaun. Hey, Leprechaun. Hey, I'm looking. They finally gave us the list back where you could just like pull people in that aren't in your live at all. They did. They had took it away for a little while, and I'm glad that it's back. There's What If existed. The merch. I hadn't seen him in a long while. Kit Kat. Hey, Flameborn. But dude, okay, look, y'all remember those glasses I put on last night with the yellow ones? Bros, I tried to wear those out of the house earlier, and I couldn't even get to the doorway. I could not see to fucking walk with those things. It was insane. Like, I mean, that's the worst thing ever. Like, I don't know how people can like get into those yellow this. Shazam! There you are. Come on in, come on up. It's so uncomfortable. Like, I had a hard time. I didn't say it in my brain. I had a hard time getting used to wearing glasses in the first place. But look at that. I mean, yeah, it kind of hides the THC in my eyeballs. But thank you for the shares, guys. But yeah, no, I don't. It's me. You have misloads. It's okay. Tonight is actually a repeat of last night, so I'm just repeating the information that I shared last night because we got bananaed for dumb stuff. It's like I'm still like, God, this is what sucks about. This is what sucks about it. The AI running it. How are you feeling, my dear?
I feel like a burst ball.
Like a what?
A burst ball.
A burst bulb?
Ball. Do you like
Ball?
a football? Yeah, a burst ball.
Oh, a basketball?
That's a thing. Any ball.
Or a
just
busted? A busted ball? Is that what you're saying? You know what we say? You know what we say? You know what we say in Texas?
No.
That's good. You know what we say, and you're gonna laugh at this. Have you? Because probably not. Because you may not get this because biscuits are different for you guys. Because biscuits are like a cookie over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know do you know what the Texas biscuits are? Sorry, American biscuits are. It's like bread, and then you split it in half. You pour gravy on it,
Right.
and they sometimes come in a can that pops, and it scares the shit out of you when it pops open. It's awesome. But that's what we say. We say I feel like a busted can of biscuits.
It's normally a burst ball. Because we don't say ball,
Yeah.
we say ball.
Ball?
A
Is that
burst
what you're saying?
ball,
Instead of ball?
burst ball.
That's cute. There's another girl. There's a girl here that's I think she's Irish actually. But her accent is completely different than all the other Irish accents that I'd heard.
Right.
And she's really, really difficult to understand because she uses a different dialect. And I can't
Right.
remember what she called herself, but it was so cute. The first time I heard her, I was like, I still didn't understand what she said sometimes, but I was like hanging on every word because it sounded so different. And do you know what they're called? Like the one, she said it's like living in Gaelic. Yeah, kind of. It was a very, Yes, countryside. She was like the where she lived was like the ghetto slash country. It was like the ghetto of the country, I guess. So, but like they have a specific kind of accent down there, and I was like, dude, that sounds like East Texas. Sounds completely different than the rest of Texas. Not kidding.
Funny, isn't it?
Yeah, have you never heard my Texas accent come out, especially when I say eyes?
Yeah. I love your accent. It's lovely.
People make fun of me all the time when I say eyes. All right. I'm glad you're feeling better, and I'm so glad that you're home, and I'm so glad that the energy healing helped.
Oh, you've no idea. No idea. Like just,
I do, man, because that was the first time I'd ever tried that. Well, no, that's not true. About a year ago, but it was completely different. It was not to the level that you were in, to the level of suffering that you were going through. It was just like, helping a headache go away, I think is what it was. And it was just trying to, it's David. It was David that I did it to. David Masheter. Where the fuck is he at? Where's Brenda?
Yeah.
Where's everybody? Tanya said she was going to come. Team meeting.
go in a huff.
Do it.
Go in a huff. A huff's a bad mood. If you go.
I didn't get hungry till I was about to push start on this thing. And as soon as you said groceries, I was like, ooh, food. Damn potheads. All right. You didn't get to hear anything that we were talking about last night, so you're going to love this. If you have to get up and go to the grocery store, or you're getting to go into the kitchen and cook something, whatever, put your headphones in or take your phone with you, because you're not going to want to miss this. The reason that we're doing it again tonight is because I got bananaed last night for something that I shouldn't have got bananaed for. But I understand how AI would have misunderstood that instead of coming at it from a human perspective and a human angle. So I've got to give it forgiveness, but because it's a machine, should be run by humans, not machines. That's my thoughts, but I'm a humanist, not a robot. All right, so are you ready? Are you ready to jam out on this, Shazam? You're gonna love it.
Sure am. I'm here.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm itching so bad right here on my chest. It's been itching all day. This episode is about the psychic body, and it's episode number 8 of our alignment series and the 5th installment in our 5 bodies. Boys and girls, welcome back to class. If this is your first time here, welcome. Tonight is a good night to start. If you've missed any episode of this series, you can watch the replay on my YouTube channel under the same name, Peace in the Meadow. My eyes are watering just because of getting happy about Shazam feeling better. Now my makeup's gonna smear. If you've been coming to all the classes, you know what we've been building. 5 bodies, not separate, not stacked on top of each other, existing within and together, each one feeding the next one. Every symptom we covered in the physical body, every flood we named in the emotional body, every loop we walked through in the mental body, every translation disruption we described in the spiritual body. All of it traces back to one place. One moment. We're going to do a little minor wardrobe change here. I can't see shit out of these glasses, and I've cleaned them 3 times. Where the fuck are my blades? Bro. What the F, man? Oh, shit. Oh, it's way over there. The only problem with getting all the cool little doors and drawers that I got to organize all my shit is that I can move the entire drawer with all the organized shit. And when I do that, it's almost always out of reach. And the thing that I need is always in that specific one every single time. Because I'm awesome like that. Yeah. Oh, yay, finally. I took real strength. Let's see. Tonight, we're going to the source. What the psychic body actually is. But before I go into what the psychic body is, I know some of you are thinking it. Is she making this up? Is this a belief system she decided to teach? Ask those questions. Ask it about everything I teach you. Ask those questions about everything you learn from anywhere else. Damn it. From anywhere else as well. I always tell you guys to do your own research, to always ask questions, and don't take any answers as the answers. There's so much we have yet to discover. I need to learn how to read better. Nope, that was not helpful either. Awesome. I have like no good glasses. That's what sucks about life. One of these days I'm going to do the camera 1, camera 2 shit, and I'm actually going to get ones. Hey, Tanya Lynn, come on in. You can come up too if you want to. It does help the algorithm, but I did make this a friends only live because I was tired of the dumb shit. Do I know that person? I don't think I know that person either. Oh, well, let's gifter level number 18. Did you change your name? Huh. I had a weird feeling from that. Hello? You want to say hi? What's your name? I can't pronounce it.
It's Aurelian Knox. That's how I would say it.
Are you going to say hello? You have no power here. None at all.
Hello. That's what you want to say. Hello to the archangels. How you doing? Peace me down. Now you remember the voice.
I do. It's Jeremy?
Okay. Yes.
Wasn't that your name?
Oh, Jeremy Uriel. Uriel.
Yeah, you had like 15 names.
I was just-
how are you? How have you been?
No, this is for protection purposes only. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh. I'm listening.
Okay, no, I was just passing by and you showed up and I'm like, oh, that's Peace Middown. So I added you. So I'm just saying hi. I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope everybody's doing well, and everybody that that used to join your panels. I don't know what's going on TikTok anymore. So I haven't been on TikTok for a long time.
Yeah, me either. I mean, I come on here once a week usually, and I don't go into other people's lives. I don't scroll. I'm never on TikTok. I'm only here on my days off. So and I'm only here on Tuesday nights usually. The reason I'm live right now is because we got falsely bananaed by the AI last night, and because of that, they won't release the recording of the live. And this is amazing information that I'm sharing. I'm doing it.
Okay.
You walked in the middle of a series on alignment. But see, I take my entire live unedited and put it on my YouTube channel so that it's there forever, so that we can all go back and watch it and listen to it again. Because I spend weeks doing research on all these things that I bring to you guys. Classes. It's what I usually do. Very beginning state. One valuable problem.
Okay, I see.
What was
I see.
that?
Well, I'm grateful that everything's going well, and continue maintaining the positive vibes and sharing and bringing the messages to the world, because the world needs it. So, and at the end, it's.
And I'm actually.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm actually really glad that you're here and that you came in with the protection stuff, because a ghost from the past that should have stayed a ghost has decided to return with pathetic energetic attacks. Like, that's the worst you can do, man. You have no power here. That's why I was saying that a minute ago. You have no power here, because I could feel it again, and it's been happening all day, and not all day, but for the last hour maybe, since I started getting ready to go live, But anyway, we did just start at the very. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, you continue doing your stuff, and I'll stay here for a minute. I'll listen while you're sharing.
Cool. And continue the protection stuff too. And I'm so glad to hear that you're back, man, because the last time I heard about you, it wasn't a good one, and I'm glad that you're doing better. I can feel your energy is better. That makes me happy.
Just don't think about none of that. Don't even mention it. It's just things that we all have to go in life, even when we're trying to do our purpose and stuff and sharing. So things has to happen for enable other things to happen. But at the end, it's people need to be out there in the real world to see how the real world is, because the world is not what you think, what people think it is. And once they face these things, they're gonna understand that it's not just peaches and flowers.
It's not. In
And you
fact,
know that.
I do. I work at my cousin's gas station at a little sandwich place, and
nice.
It's good to see you, Faye, by the way. And well, it's okay. I got my own place again, so I'm not homeless anymore, so that's cool. But
No, I'm happy. I'm
There-
happy that
it's
you
a-
got your place. You don't have to be homeless ever again, because I know that feeling. I know how it is.
yeah, it's not my first time either to be homeless, but unfortunately, this is the most toxic town I've ever experienced, and I've experienced this town multitudes of times throughout my life because my family's from here. My adopted mother lives here, and she's still extremely toxic, and so are pretty much everybody I work with. I've got a few that are super cool, but it's like in fact, the boss there, the manager, I've worked for this gas station and the gas station chain multitudes of times over the last 30 years since my cousin started buying them. And the one thing the manager said, she said, you know, Shelly, every time you come to town, hey, Knowledge Bombs, every time you come to work for us, all of the toxic people either start attacking you or they all run out the door, or half and half. And I was like, yeah. And half the toxic people left within the first month of me being there. Now the other half are attacking me, and I am loving it because I'm a healed version now. I'm not reactionary anymore. I'm meticulous. I'm strategic, and I can get you back without doing a thing. And it's great, and it's a whole new level of being awesome. Knowledge Bombs, you might want to stick around for this information, man. You walked in right in the middle of an alignment series, and I have found the actual keys to getting us there. The missing pieces that we've been looking at this whole time and not actually putting to use, thinking that it was nothing instead of making it something. And that's the problem with our eyes. Even when we play games that are search and find games, we'll be looking all the way around when the thing's right in front of us the whole time. And I am going to be writing a book about all of this very soon too. In fact, Thursday, I get the toy that I get to write that book with. Can we say hooray? I'm excited. All right. Getting back to it. What the psychic body actually is, this is number 5. It's episode 8 of the alignment series, number 5 of the 5 body series that are in the alignment series, because it is part of your alignment. If you missed any of the episodes or any of the information from before, dadgummit, you could go to my YouTube channel under the same name, Peace in the Meadow, and rewatch them. I put them on there completely and totally unedited from beginning to end, so you get all of the silliness as well and all the antics and fun. What the psychic body actually is. Before I go into what the psychic body is, I know some of you are thinking it. Is she making this up? Is this a belief system she decided to teach? I've already said this part. But I'm going to finish it actually. Damn it. Ask those questions. Ask it about everything I teach you. Ask those questions about everything you learn from anywhere else as well. I always tell you guys to do your own research, to always ask questions, and don't take any answers as the answers. There's so much we have yet to discover. The 5-body framework is a teaching map. Every claim inside it is traceable to documented physiology and psychology. Nothing here requires you to believe anything spiritual, religious, or traditional. Hey, Netta. The physical effects of nervous system overload are documented. The way unprocessed experience stores in the body is also documented. The connection between trauma and heightened sensory reception, also documented. Like I said, none of this requires belief. It requires you to look at your own life experiences and ask whether it matches. The psychic body receives information through the same sensory systems your physical body used. The difference is the source. Your 5 senses pick up what is physically present. The psychic body picks up what is non-physical. The physical hardware for that reception is the pineal gland, a real structure at the center of the brain that traditions across thousands of years have called the third eye. Every human being has one. It's not a special gift. It's a functional part of the human system, the same way your nervous system or endocrine. Tanya, if you were up in the panel, I'd say, can you say that word for me? Your hormonal system. I can't fucking say hormonal either. The difference between people is not whether they have it, it's whether they're aware that it's running. Have a good one, Jeremy. The psychic body is always receiving. Not sometimes, not only when you're tuned in, always. Hey, Appalachian, how you doing, man? That channel was never turned off, but the majority of us were never told it existed or what it was actually doing to us. Or for us, sorry. The reason I say sack. Why am I so, throat's all messed up and tongue-tied suddenly? Thank you very much for that. That's beautiful. I appreciate it. Okay, let me start that over. The psychic body is always receiving. Not sometimes, not only when you're tuned in, always. That channel has never turned off, but the majority of us were never told it existed or what it was actually doing for us. The reason I say psychically active rather than the usual term psychic is to describe those of us who are actually aware of our psychic reception, which starts with intuition. Everyone has intuition. Everyone. Regardless of whether they're aware of other abilities or even know where their intuition comes from. When I see psychics who call themselves an intuitive or a sensitive, I immediately know they're not aware of their system. They most likely haven't started their personal growth and healing work, which means I can't trust their intuition. It's highly likely their ego is running their intuition in the wrong direction. I'm not saying that about every person who uses those labels, but in my experience and in my research, I've yet to find one who doesn't fit that description. Now, that doesn't mean all psychics are frauds. Obviously, I'm not, and none of you are. It also doesn't mean paying for a reading is always a mistake. It's just that there are ways to tell whether the person asking for your money has actually done the work that makes their gift trustworthy. Hey, Kareem, how you doing, brother? A legitimate reader doesn't ask for money before offering you anything. The exchange is transparent up front. Here is what I offer. Here is what it costs. The choice is yours. They don't create dependency. Every reading should leave you more capable of navigating your own path, not more reliant on theirs. It's good to see you, Kareem. You should stick around because this is... I know you don't believe in this shit, but you got it too. What you're looking for is someone who has done their own work. You can feel the difference between someone reading from a clear, aligned channel and someone performing. They can tell you when something isn't clear rather than filling the gap with invention. Their results are visible in real people's experience, not manufactured in testimonials. Sorry, what's it called? Dyslexia? My dyslexia just took me from that sentence to the one above it. I almost said it again. That was funny. That's awareness working in real time, you guys, when you're aware of your dyslexia and you catch it and you pull it right back down. I almost did it again. Not manufactured testimonials, but genuine evidence that what they offer actually helps. Discernment is one of the most important lessons I teach because I want to see you guys have happy, healthy, healing experiences instead of losing a lot of money or energy on liars, scammers, or frauds. Where's Suzanne? She needed to be here for that part, right? Back to it, though. The psychic body doesn't think. It doesn't feel. Doesn't translate. It receives. That is its only job. Everything else, the processing, the feeling, the meaning making, the physical carrying of it belongs to the other 4 bodies. What they failed to tell us is we're always receiving. The signal still passes through the whole system. It always has and always will. What changes is how the other bodies interpret what's coming in. Whatever arrives through the channel gets passed into the rest of the system, and the body that intercepts it first determines how it gets labeled. Your emotional body receives absorbed. I can't say absorbed either. Why did I get older and get a speech impediment? Hey, what's up, Wes? I'm glad you're here, man, because you need to stick around for this, because this is an eye-opener, buddy. Your emotional body receives absorbed grief and calls it your grief. Your mental body receives an incoming thought and calls it your thought. Your physical body absorbs what nothing else processed and turns it into a symptom with no apparent cause. None of those labels are entirely wrong. The feeling is real. The thought is real. The symptom is real. What's wrong is the ownership. You're carrying something that was never yours. Your system filed it under your name because it didn't know there was another option. Learning to ask, whose is this? Before you... Did I see Tanya K come in? I don't know. I thought I did. Learning to ask, whose is this, before you claim something as your own is one of the most practical skills that comes out of the understanding how the system works. Everything that passes through without being recognized, without being released, accumulates, which ends up in the physical body as symptoms. That is a signal doing exactly what it was built to do without ever being told what it was. Anybody have anything to say about that section, the first section? Or questions or anything? Hey, AI says it in the little chat. Discussing the 5-body system and psychic body. Ask your questions. Thank you, AI chat. Appreciate you. Anybody? Okay. Why the channel is always open. Kareem, are you still in the room? Because you need to hear this part. Yep. Okay. Here it is. You do agree with all that? That's what's up. Every human being is receiving. Not just people who identify as psychically active. Not just people who have woken up to any of this. Everyone. The channel is part of the human system. And the human system doesn't have a version without it. What differs between people is not whether reception is happening, it's whether they're aware of the reception happening. For most people, everything that comes through gets absorbed into the other bodies without a name. Someone else's anxiety moves through your nervous system and your mental body calls it yours. A grief that belongs to the room you just walked into settles in your chest and you spend the whole day wondering why you feel heavy. An incoming knowing arrives and gets dismissed as a random thought. That isn't a malfunction. It's a receiving system operating in someone who was never told it was receiving. This is what it feels like from the inside. You're exhausted in ways that sleep doesn't fix. Hey, Opal Fire. You walk into a room and immediately feel things that have nothing to do with why you came in. You absorb somebody's bad day in a 30-second interaction and have no idea where it came from. Crowds are not just overwhelming, they're physically draining in a way you can't explain. You feel other people's grief, anger, anxiety, and physical pain as your own. And you spend enormous energy trying to figure out what's wrong with you. You mastered your energy. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Nothing is wrong with you. You've probably spent most of your life believing you're too sensitive, too emotional, too much. When what you really are is unmanaged. There is a difference between those two things. For psychically active people, the experience is different, but the root is still the same. The receiving didn't start when awareness did. It was always happening, which means the volume is higher with no corresponding ability to work with it intentionally. Most people who come into awareness of their abilities don't get a manual with that awareness. They woke up to the fact that something had changed. Something had been going on their whole life and had to figure it out from there. Usually alone, usually through trial and error, usually not knowing why anything partially worked. The channel is not a problem. An unmanaged channel is. Anybody have anything to say or questions about that section before I move on?
They should teach this in school.
They should. You're right. And maybe someday they will, because of us doing this right now. That'd be cool. I just saw that whole thing in my head. That was kind of cool. A bunch of little psychic kids like learning how to manage their abilities and their bodies and all that. It was, I don't know, it was neat. It was a neat little image. I love visions when I get them. I like the cute ones. I don't like the scary ones, but I like those like that. All right. Now this next section I want to tell you guys. I've got another live coming up in 3 more lives from now that are a part of this alignment series that is going to go deep on just this subject. But it needed a little seed planted right here. And that's trauma as an awakener. I never liked crowds growing up. Me either. I like the trees. I didn't like the peeps. Here's the piece most of the literature got wrong. The common teaching is that trauma blocks psychic ability, suppresses the channel, shuts it down, creates walls. And yes, that can happen. Aw, yay, that's a good reason to not make it. I just got a text from one of our regulars, and he said that he can't come over because his son is over. And I was like, it's a really great reason to not come to the live. I love that. I support it 100%. What was I? And yes, that can happen, but it's only part of the picture. In many cases, it's not even the dominant part. Trauma is one of the most well-documented triggers for psychic awakening across traditions, cultures, and recorded accounts. The wound and the opening aren't separate events. They frequently come from the same one. When the nervous system is pushed past its capacity and can't process what just happened, the psychic body blows open. Reception increases. The system reaches for information from every available channel because the standard channels aren't enough. Crowds can charge you up just the same. That's true. And there are crowds that I get charged up in, like rock stars, rock shows, musicals and plays, symphonies, ballet, shit like that. I get charged up like a motherfucker when it has anything to do with the stage, because I was a little stage baby. But if it's just a random crowd of people, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, all the way through that crowd. The whole time, I'm making myself as small as possible because I don't want to be seen, touched, heard, or talk to anybody. I don't know if that's autism or if that's all of my body's firing off. But I'm trying to find that out by doing all this research. So this is why so many of the most powerfully gifted, psychically active people on this earth are also carrying the heaviest loads. It's not a coincidence. It's not irony. The gift and the wound arrived together. If trauma opened the channel wider, healing doesn't close it. It doesn't reduce what you receive. What it does is build back the 4 supporting bodies so that what comes through finally has somewhere to go rather than passing through unsorted. The goal isn't a smaller channel. It's a supported one. Anybody have anything to say about that section before I move on to the next section?
When it comes from myself with childhood trauma, all I had to do is just change my perception of it. And in the changing of the perception of the trauma, it gave me power over my past.
Sorry, I was choking, and yes, you're right. I swallowed my Pepsi down the wrong pipe, I think. And I was also trying to respond because Gideon said that, and right after what Wes had said, both of you were correct. And I was trying to say agreed, but I couldn't get it typed before he quit talking, so here we are, because I was joking. All right, anybody else before I move on? All right. I got to burp. Hold on. I should do it real loud for y'all. I'm not gonna. Oh, you're such a lady, Meadow. Oh, I know. I'm such a dork. The pre-arrival state. There's something the psychic body does that none of the earlier episodes named directly, because it didn't belong there. It belongs here. Thanks, Gideon. In my family, it's rated by a number system. Oh, that's a 6. That's weak. You can do better than that. Yeah, that's how we talk about it. It's funny. It's especially funny when my oldest granddaughter, when she was 8, we were at Walmart, and she burps real loud, and she hollers, "Oma, what would you rate that?" And I was like, oh my God. I was really hoping it stopped in my generation, but apparently not. Anyway, sometimes the psychic body is receiving something that hasn't resolved into clear information. It's not a feeling yet, not an image yet, not a knowing yet. It's incoming and incomplete. What happens in that state? The mental body notices something is arriving and can't identify it. So it does what the mental body does. It loops. Dang it. It tries to find the right category for something that doesn't have one yet. It produces anxiety, restlessness, a sense that something is wrong without evidence. It scans everything in reach looking for a match. The more you reach for clarity, the worse it gets. The mental body manufacture information. The mental body can't manufacture information the psychic body hasn't finished receiving yet. What actually helps? Stop reaching. Ground in the physical body. Motherfucker. Drink water or spill it all over your fucking desk. I don't think anything like, oh, this one thing did get. Oh, cool, it's set. It's protected. Cool. That's not. And it's fine. It's dry still. No, it did get wet. Paper towels got wet. Whole roll. So I guess I'm not using those to clean up the mess. Batteries, my Palo Santo, and my Band-Aids. Good job, Shell. You did a great job. Fantastic. Why wasn't the lid on it? I don't fucking know. You always put the lid on it, but you didn't this time, did you? Alright, anyway. Stop reaching. Ground in the physical body. Drink water. Touch something. Breathe slow. Do I have a sippy cup? Come on, man. Yeah, I know, right? I used to. They all broke. The ones with the straws, though. The information arrives on its own schedule, not yours. Every time you force it, you add mental noise to a signal that was already in transit. It will land. Let it. All right. Anybody have anything to say about that section? No. Okay. It's just a roach that got wet, so I'm good. Managed versus unmanaged. There's a practical difference between a managed psychic body and an unmanaged one. And it doesn't look the way most people think. It's not about ability, not about how strong your reception is or which clairs you have. A managed psychic body can be just as open, just as active, just as sensitive as an unmanaged one. The difference is intention. Put that on the ground, so if I knock it down again, it just gets the carpet wet, okay? Damn it. Fucking brand new battery pack. Anyway, unmanaged, the channel runs constantly. You absorb at the grocery store, at work, in traffic, in your sleep. There is no separation between receiving and not receiving, because the concept of not receiving never existed for you. Your system never rests from input. There's nothing more confident than a 4-year-old. I fucking love that so much. I love that. That reminds me of my brother and his little. He had a Superman pajama set when he was about that age. We'd watch a Superman movie, and he would come running back, or run back to his bedroom and then come running back out in the Superman costume. Same thing with a cowboy one and a little Karate Kid one. I remember that because he was younger than me. It was super funny and super cute. Anyway, managed, you choose when you're consciously engaged and when you're not. The channel doesn't close permanently. That's not what's happening. What you're doing is lowering the volume of what reaches your conscious awareness, stepping back from active reception so your system can rest. The receiving capacity doesn't disappear. You're just not sitting inside it. That's the energy. Who, me? I have the energy of a 4-year-old in a Batman shirt. Awesome. It's about right. It's about right. Okay, what you're doing? Okay. Stepping back from the active reception so your system can rest. The receiving. Okay, I already said that. As for anyone sitting here thinking, what if I just never want to receive anymore? You can't permanently close the channel. Attempting to force a block creates its own problem. The content backs up. What presents as emotional numbness, disassociation, and shutdown is what a block channel actually looks like. The signal is still arriving, it just has nowhere to go. The goal isn't silence, the goal is a volume you can live with. What daily maintenance looks like. Grounding. Before and... Hey, Dave. Did I see David? Oh, no. That was saved. Grounding before and after any intentional receiving and as a general practice. The psychic body reconnecting to the present moment. Feet on the ground. Cold water. Slow breath. The method matters less than your system. This is now. This is here. This is mine. Water. Drink it. Shower in it. Soak in it. Water is one of the most well-documented conductors in the physical world. A shower at the end of a high absorption day, with the clear intention of releasing what isn't yours, is not a spiritual practice. It's a physical act with intention behind it. Sleep. The psychic body processes during sleep. It sorts through everything absorbed during the day and decides what to do with it. Disrupt sleep consistently, and that sorting never happens. It's not optional. I had to train myself to go to sleep at a certain hour of the day and get up at a certain hour of the day. Is that Shy? Is that Shy Town? I just saw her picture pop up, but I didn't see a name pass over. Gateway tapes are amazing. I listened to that. Yeah, it is Shy. All I could see was your picture of it. I didn't see your name, so I was hoping it was you. It's good to see you, babe. I'm glad you're here because this is a series on alignment and you're going to love it. Blah, blah, blah. Where was I? Food and water. Your physical body is the vessel everything runs through. Clean food, enough water. The system needs fuel to do what you're asking it to do. Love and peace, hell yeah. Closing the channel at the end of the day. A simple intention. I close my channel for the night. You don't have to say it that way. You can say it whatever's comfortable for you. It could be multitudes of sentences. It could be just short ones. Some people are scared of it. It's nothing to be afraid of, just frequency. Correct. Also, it's yours. Are you afraid of yourself? Don't be afraid of yourself. I know I used to be. Still technically am, actually. Because even though I've done a lot of work on my anger issues, I'm still scared of hurting somebody. I'm still scared of myself in that sense. Hey, Candace, come on in. Anyway, so you say something along the lines of I close my channel for the night. No visualization, no ritual. Damn, Gideon. I felt that in my gut. No energy expenditure, just the statement with intention behind it and the knowing that it's done. Intention doesn't work if you don't really believe it, if you don't really intend it, if you don't really feel it, if you're not putting your whole self behind it. If you be like, I'm going to win this contest I'm entering, and then you're telling yourself, no, you know what, that one over there is pretty talented, they're going to win, I'm not even that good. You're not going to win. It doesn't matter how many spells you cast, how many prayers you prayed, how much energy you expended towards it. If you do not follow it with that belief, intention, and desire and drive, you have to put it all in there. You can't let a single iota of doubt slip in there. So, and whatever else works for you. That last part is the point. No two people are the same. Part of the purpose of my teachings is to help you find out what works for you as individuals. Not following someone else's ways. Find your own and use it consistently. Trust what your own experience tells you works. One more thing. This bit should have been in the physical body episode, but I only just now found it. But this is for those who have been told that their thyroid is under or overactive, like mine. or who have been dealing with unexplained fatigue, weight fluctuations, or mood disruptions that don't respond to what should help. There's a documented hormonal chain that connects stress to thyroid function. An unmanaged channel running continuously is a chronic stress state on the nervous system. Whether or not anything difficult is happening in your external life, that sustained load suppresses thyroid function through the same mechanism that long-term anxiety and trauma do. This isn't a coincidence in this community. It's the same system, under the same pressure for years, without the maintenance that pressure requires. Anybody got anything to say about that before I move on? I was going to get a drink of water, but I guess I'm not going to be able to reach it. Go ahead, Gideon.
Yeah, I can say I relate to drinking water because I'm constantly drinking a lot of water all the time, like to the point that my specimen is clear, you know. So, but I've also just been learning to ground myself again by even just simply walking barefoot out in the yard and stuff, because that's what I used to do a lot. So.
Oh, I miss hugging trees for ground. I know. I miss hugging trees for grounding. Like, God, I fucking miss that, dude. There's not very many trees here. And what there are, they're not accessible to me. They're on the other sides of fences that I can't get over. Because the wood is rotting. I want to touch a tree, y'all. Okay, sorry. Little baby fit for a minute. All right. Go ahead, Shazam. What was it that you wanted to say?
I was just going to say that this is all conjoined, and I had so much intent behind my healing the other night. Everything, every single morsel in my body, honest to God, every single bit, and it worked for me. I don't know. I get sleepy. But it's all joined up, and I've never thought about it like that before. Okay, go.
I hear the trees too, Wes, and that is fucking awesome. And Shazam, I was actually telling that story today at the laundromat, because I talk to random people when I meet them about the shit that I talk to you guys about. And I was telling them about how we did the healing thing for you. And the next day you were all like, oh, I'm so grateful, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, for what? You did it. You did it. It wasn't us. We didn't do that for you or to you. You did it. Because I could send you all the fucking energy in the world and heal you. I could have actual, like, Christ hands and lay them on you and be like, you're healed. It wouldn't, oh shit. It wouldn't work if you didn't believe in it. If you didn't put your intention behind it, if you didn't give it your energy. Sorry, my phone's unaliving. I didn't realize how low the battery was, so I had to plug it in. But that's what I was telling them. I was telling them it was never about us. It was never about what we did for her. It was her intention alone. I can shock people even if they don't believe. I love that shit. I don't like the word belief anyway, but it keeps happening because it has lie right there in the middle. Hey, what's up, Forerunner? All right. Anybody else want to say anything else? Oh, thank you, Brenda. I called you like 30 minutes ago. It took you this long. Come up here. All right. So, anybody got anything else to say before I move on? Before I move on to the next section.
Yeah, like just with trees. When we are even looking at the trees, we are the tree. We become the tree. The tree is energy that goes through our eyes and into our brain, and our brain gives shape to the energy of that tree. We are like 100% connected to that tree.
I love that. I love that. I can't type. I was trying to comment back yes, but it says UES instead of yes. That is beautiful, and I absolutely freaking love that. And thank you for bringing that up, man, because I forget about those kinds of things. Thank you for the gift shout out. I appreciate it, babe. When I'm doing all this research and I'm getting so meticulous, I will ADHD hyper focus, right? And I will deliberately miss whole sections of information that should have been in one of these write-ups. So I'm glad that all of that just transpired. But I'm getting cold, so I'm going to turn my air off. Ow. All right, can you guys still hear me? Because I can still read. Oh, shit, it's 69. Damn. It's my favorite number. No, actually, my favorite number is 444. But, so this is the full alignment picture. Full alignment is what the series is building toward. 5 bodies, 1 system. Not 5 separate things, each absorbing what the others couldn't handle. 1 system where information moves cleanly all the way around. Excuse me. The psychic body receives deliberately, available when you choose, quieter when you choose to rest. The practices we've shared tonight are what create this. That alone lightens the load on every other part of the system. The spiritual body takes what was received and provides context. What moves it? Knowing what you actually believe. Your values. Your meaning. Your own framework. Not someone else's. When you have that incoming information has somewhere to land. The mental body processes what does it say? I don't know what that stood for. Okay. The mental body processes what the spiritual body contextualized. The loop stopped because the content had somewhere to go. What moves it? Quieting the input, owning your thoughts, clearing what was never yours to carry. The emotional body feels what the mental body has already worked with, not flooded with raw incoming material, not holding other people's emotional states as its own, feeling what is yours and letting it be more, letting it move. What moves it? Regular processing and release, completing emotional cycles instead of interrupting them, which I'm bad about. The physical body receives what has already been processed, contextualized, felt, and released, rather than absorbing the accumulated weight of everything that got stuck. And here is something that doesn't get said enough about this picture. Empaths be entangling with others too easily for real though. Yeah, but we all do. We all do empathic absorption without even knowing it. It splits off, and there's only 2 words on the next page, so it runs both ways. There's 2 words on each page. Managing the psychic body reduces the load on the other 4. But the reverse is equally true. When the physical body is rested and maintained, the psychic body receives more cleanly and clearly. A congested system produces a noisy signal. A clear system produces a clear signal. This isn't just one-handed, one-directed. I guess he thought it was, huh? This isn't a one-directional process. It's a loop. Every body you tend to makes the other bodies work better. When all 5 are working together as, I don't know. Until you own it, that's right. Oh, I'm hating these glasses too. I need real glasses. Because of the grease that's in the air from my job, all of my glasses have like a permanent film on them that I can't get off now. Damn, those are dirty too. Damn, it's weird. Fucking hard as shit looking at everything in yellow. Alright. Oh, I got you right here. At the beginning of this episode, we asked a question. And my only question is, Are you giving her a ride home? Al? Alright. Sorry, I yawned. I could show you where to find yours. What is she looking for? Too many things to read and too small. Alright. So I've already done that. Alright. When all five are working together as they're intended to, the volume turns down. Not the sensitivity, the noise. There's a difference between being open and drowning. In alignment, you're still receiving. You're just present in it rather than overwhelmed by it. What nobody tells you about alignment is it's not a place you arrive and stay. It's balance you must tend to. If it goes off, so will you. The difference is that now you know how to get it back. At the beginning of this episode, we asked a question. Can I actually trust what I'm receiving? Next week, we learn how to answer that question. Next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Time, June 22nd, we will be learning the truth about the ego and intuition. And I've had so much fun building that script and doing that research. What they actually are, what they're designed to do, what happened to misalign them, and how to return them to their original state. So join me next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time, June 22nd, 2026, for episode 9 of the Alignment series, where we take on the ego and intuition. No shit. Cool. Remind me that on the live, and I'll sing happy birthday to you. If you want me to. I won't make you sit on a chair with a weird hat and make you dance like a restaurant. But it was to be fun. If you're willing to dance on a table with a weird hat, okay. Having conversations with myself and Gideon at the same time, also just with myself. I may not be here. Okay, no worries. But you'll remember. Don't threaten me with a good time. Wesley, I miss you. I miss our talks. I miss them. Do you still have my number? Because, I don't know if I still have yours. Actually, I had 2 phones crap out on me recently, so this is a whole new phone. But I did mention earlier that I'm going to start writing my book very soon. These passages, obviously not worded the exact same way, and not talking to a crowd of people. They're going to be, this is going to be like the meat and potatoes of the book. And so you guys are getting the first-hand touch and the first-hand check it out, listen, congratulations for what? I've got a lot of work to do that I got to pay for myself, What are you congratulating? I don't want to do it, to be honest with you, at all. I don't want to write a book. I've written books before, and it's exhausting mentally. It is exhausting emotionally. I can't fucking sleep at all when I'm writing like that. Because I'll start nodding out, get good and closed, and all of a sudden, oh no, the character needs to do this. Bro, I don't like that at all. That drives me absolutely apeshit. I just barely get to sleep. That was my plan. I just barely get to sleep, or I'm just starting to nod off, and then that thought just screams in my head of something that needs to go in my book, or a poem, or an art project, or whatever. I hate that shit. And it happens all the time. All the time. Loki gets pissed at me about it, because she usually sleeps like right here. And if I jump up, sitting up suddenly like that, she goes flying usually. You should start doing hypnosis TikToks for sleep and stuff. That's not a bad idea. I will not allow you to hypnotize me, though. That's one thing I am actually genuinely scared of, and I have a good reason for it, and you're going to laugh at me for it. Who in the room has not heard of the great Dean Koontz? Nobody hasn't heard of him, right? Everybody knows?
Me? No.
You don't know who Dean... Okay. And Gideon doesn't either. Dean Koontz is a horror novel writer, and much like Stephen King and what's the other dude's name? Carpenter, John Carpenter,
James
and a
has
few
it.
others. I trust you, Wesley. I don't trust hypnotism. I'm getting there. There's a valid fucking reason. Okay, valid reason. Because I do have an overactive imagination, and when I'm reading a book, what does a book do to you when you're immersed in a story? It drags you into it. It pulls you in. You're imagining it. You're seeing it. You're feeling it. You're experiencing what the characters are going through, and that's why we call it a page turner, right? Dean Koontz is a writer that makes page turners. So in this book, I cannot remember the name of it, but I read it back in like junior high, and it fucked me up for life. There was this psychiatrist. You'll never in a million years get what done? Oh, hypnosis? Right? Now, see, that I would like to do. And for that reason, I'm curious about it, but not enough to let somebody do it. But I probably would let you, Wesley, because I do trust you. So if I ever could come off of the fear of having that happen, I would definitely have to be somebody I trust for sure. So in this book, the psychiatrist has all these different patients with all these different like phobias and stuff. Hi, Colorado. One of the ladies, hey Wills, one of the characters had agoraphobia, which means you're afraid to leave your house. So they did most of their stuff over the phone, right? And he calls her one day and says the trigger word to put her in the hypnotic state. Then directs her to go to the bathroom and unalive herself. And then a little bit later, he did the same thing to a little girl, but not with that. It was a way more graphic. I'm not going to tell you. You have to find the book if you want to know. I can't remember the title. I'm very sorry. But I was in junior high when I read this shit, and was raised in horror movies and horror books. I love horror. Horror is my shit. That's why I got zombies and skulls all over me. Horror is my shit. But that was the very first psychological horror that I'd ever experienced. And Dean Koontz is the only motherfucker on this planet that I think that could ever terrify me to that level. That's lasted for 40 fucking years. I'm still fucking terrified. Like, I want to bow to him. I do. I want to walk up to him and shake his hand and say, you were the first person that ever scared me. And you scared me with a psychological drama or a psychological horror, not like something that could be done in real life. Like, that is something that could really be done. It's not like Leatherface that sews people's skin and goes around with a chainsaw. It's not like that. You know, that's fake. I can tell that's fake. It doesn't scare me. You know, but that shit, somebody could really do that. I've seen some weird shit. I've watched a lot of people get hypnotized, like in Six Flags and stuff like that. Can somebody, let's see, Dean is the first name. Yes, you're right. But Koontz is Koontz. Hey, welcome back, Forerunner. But I can't for the life of me remember the title of that book. I just remember it had a white cover with a little like gray thing in the front. And it was those two scenes terrified me. Yeah, just like that. And fucking terrified me. I'm getting chills all over my body right now. Look, can y'all see that? Just thinking about the scenes that I read in that book, and I'm getting it on my face too. Like, he was the first writer, motherfucker. He was the first writer, the first book, movie, TV series I ever saw that genuinely terrified me. And I'm never gonna get over it. Hey, good vibes, how you been, man? Good to see you. And for that reason, I bow to that man. I bow to him. He's a badass. You scared me, and I'm unscarable. I am unscarable. The only shit that scares me is myself. When you find that book, if you get to the part that I'm talking about, the one that I can't tell y'all on TikTok because I'll get in trouble, I want you to call me and tell me what you think when you read it. I'm not going to give you any clues because I am not one of those kind of people. I don't like to, what do they call that? Oh, shit. We do it with Marvel movies, too. I absolutely fucking hate it when somebody tells me the details of a movie or something that I haven't got. Spoiler alert. Thank you. I do not like that. Don't spoiler alert me, especially if it's something I'm excited about seeing. I will be furious. No, I wanted to experience that on my own. Why'd you take that experience from me? But anyway, moving on. So that was the content. I have friends who are stage hypnotists. Wow, I've watched their performances dozens of times live. I bet that's fascinating to watch. I've seen a lot of it live myself, but what happened there? You went silent. I did. Who knows? I don't know. I guess I was probably just thinking for a second. It happens. I have to pause in my own brain because I have about 1,000 thoughts at once all the time, and they crisscross. Oh, it was TikTok. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Hey, how you doing, Ava? It's good to see you, sister. Horror Chicky, what's going on, babe? But yeah, the R.L. Stein is the GOAT. You think he's the GOAT? Really? Dean Koontz all day. Hands down. R.L. Stein's awesome. R.L. Stein has R.L. Stein's place. And no one can contend with that man. I agree. However, Dean Koontz still holds the title of the greatest of all time. That is the motherfucker right there. Hands down. Hands down. I will die on this hill. I will die on it. Have you ever read Crichton? I don't know who that is. Is that a title of a book or is that an author? Uh-oh. The pitter patter of 15-year-old paws. Just kidding. She's not coming anymore. He wrote, oh, you know what? I think I watched the movie, but I never did read the book. Hey, what's up, Phoenix? Oh man, we were refilming yesterday's live because it got bananaed. And thank you for the hard on, sister. I love my sisters giving me hard ons. Welcome back, Wheels. And Jurassic Park. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I know who you're talking about now. Awesome. And Sphere and Timeline and Airframe. I don't know those ones. I do know Jurassic Park and Congo though. And I remember the movies very much. I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan. But thank you for the gifts, my sister. I didn't write the script very long this time, and I had to re-film the live so that I could put it on my about real technologies that are feasible. Yeah, there's a lot of that's what I love a creator that could create some Koontz books are movies. Yeah, you're right. I love a creator that could create something that's really actually like could be real. Like I don't remember where I read it, but I don't think it was in a movie. I'm pretty sure it was in a book I read when I was in like elementary school. Because I was alone. Fucker, where'd you go? I was alone in all of this, the psychic abilities and shit. I was absolutely alone in it. Hey Jay, welcome back, man. You missed it was information you've already heard, but that's okay. We're just fucking off now. But I had read it in a book when I was a kid, when I was trying to figure out what was happening to me, because I couldn't talk to anybody. Every time I tried to talk to anybody about it, they would shut me down. They would tell me I was imagining things. They would call me devil child, demon girl, and witch. Just I either got abused emotionally, physically, or spiritually, or I got shut down. And so that's what started me out on all of this research. And I would find books like that, which is how I found which is actually how I found Dean Koontz books in the first place, because he had a few psychic ones, I think. And what's a compliment? I missed it. I will have to read Koontz. You haven't read him yet? Wow. Dean Koontz is fucking badass. I don't think I've read a single one of his books that I was not done like a day and a half, like I couldn't stop. Fuck, I gotta know what's happening on the next page. Like he's one of those kinds. Like you will be a Koontz fan after. I'm not kidding. Like I love Stephen King, I do, but he's as a movie maker, but as a author, his books are slow as fuck. And so it's almost like you have to watch the movie to get the whole thing from it. Clive Barker is another good one. Ooh, yes. Oh, why are we on horror now? Because we squirreled off because the material was finished, so we thought we'd talk about horror. But no, it was hypnotism. It was Wes's fault. King's The Last Stand. Oh, dude, for fucking real. Oh, it's the only one that you liked? Oh, now I liked Pet Cemetery. And I liked, oh, you know what? The Window. My senior year of high school, I never actually read the book. Okay. But the book itself, a copy of the book rather, we called it The Book That Wouldn't Go Away. We would throw it in the trash. We burned it at the beach, at the lake. We put it in the trunk of a friend's car that was going to another state and found it in a locker at school the next fucking day. Like, this book just kept fucking showing up, and it was like impossible. Like, it was a copy of The Window, and or is it called Secret? No, it's not Secret Window. I think it's just Window, right? The one, the movie was Johnny Depp playing in it. He was an author, and he locks himself in this attic space that has one window. Blah blah blah.
The Cabin. I think it was called The Cabin. I think it was called The Cabin. The one with Johnny. Yeah, because he's the writer. Glasses. It was something like that.
With the hat.
I think I have to turn off my head on that, so maybe it could be The Window, but yeah, that was pretty.
Somebody Google that, because I'm curious now. But on this book, man, for real, the last 6 weeks of high school for our senior year, we could not get rid of this motherfucker. And I mean, we were passing it to anybody that would take it. We were literally like, we poured stuff on it and lit it on fire. Like, I'm not kidding you, dude. This book would not go away. And I mean, it would pop up in somebody's trunk of their car, or somebody's backpack, or somebody's locker. One time it showed up on the bench in the dress out room in the gym. And yeah, what did it say? Secret Window. That was it, Jay. Thank you.
The Window.
Yeah, that's what Jay said in the comments. You're a wilting. Yes, I am too. Actually, I'm starving. And I just wanted to get through the material one more time so that we could have a copy of this to put on to my YouTube channel, because it got fake bananaed. So yes, wilting. It's time to go night nights. And I'm very glad that you are feeling so much better. And I'm ecstatic that we were able to do that for you. And I'm even more ecstatic that you had enough of the intention in yourself and belief in yourself to be able to heal yourself. Because that's really what happened. We didn't do shit. You did it. And that right there is like, I don't know. That's the biggest thing. That makes me more proud of you and more happy for you than your healing. Knowing that you had the intention and that you kept it and that you actually did the work yourself. Your intention is what did that. And I'm about to cry again. I'm getting emotional. It was, you're right, Gideon. It was both, but I want to give her all the credit, man, because, you know, it wouldn't have worked if she didn't believe in it, if she didn't believe it. And that's just, a lot of people don't. Hell, in fact, I wanted to start this out with the, before you go, I want you to hear the poem that I wrote yesterday morning. Because this is my own doubt. I wrote this yesterday, and it was a whole conversation with myself. I think you did hear it actually, but because I think you commented on the video of it, or no, you sent me a private message. That's what it was. But I did want to end yesterday's live with it, so I'm going to end today's live with it. Yes, sir, Gideon. Yes, sir, Gideon. Go ahead.
Wait, what? What?
You were unmuted. They're always cutting onions at Meadows' house. I know, I'm so emotional. Like, I didn't used to be emotional at all. And now I'm emotional as fuck. Alright, y'all ready to hear this? I call it the teacher's burden. I wrote it 11 a.m. Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. The spiritual and personal growth communities, like weaving words that make pretty things, promises of healing your inner child, but adhering to traditions was never your style. It's kind of ridiculous how much is claimed that you can heal from your guilt and shame through breathwork, meditation, and journaling, and somehow you're supposed to stop spiraling Sit in the silence and self-reflect. Now, take a compliment, don't deflect. And subscribe to Toxic Positivity, since you just found out you're a starseed. I'm sorry, light worker or ground crew. How many light languages are coming through? A few years ago, you were an atheist, and your old self would have laughed at this. You never have believed in God, but now you think you actually are one? What the hell is going on in here? It's crazy how much can change in a year. All the connections you once cherished, so many friendships that have since perished. It almost doesn't seem like it's fair to forget who you are and be self-aware. It's disorienting not to recognize the person who's currently living your life. Especially since living isn't what you're doing. So obsessed with what you're pursuing. But do you even know what you're looking for? How do you heal when your body kept score? Daily practices to take up your time so you could control the thoughts in your mind. But what was wrong with the person you were? Did you not like to be her anymore? I get it. Self-hate is your comfort zone. But who are you now? Do you even know? So tell me, friend, what good did it do to become self-aware but not know you? I'm asking because I don't understand how you could possibly know who I am. What if you're wrong and it's too late to find yourself if you lost your way? You never cared to be part of the crowd, so what makes you think they'll follow you now? Never went to college, don't have a degree, so what exactly gives you authority to make the assumption you know the way? How do you know you won't lead them astray? Is there a destination? There's not even a path. Do your followers even realize that? You're telling a story without any proof. What makes you think that you know the truth? Are you telling me that what you just said all came from the voices in your head? Yeah, okay, sure. That makes perfect sense. Are you changing the world or just full of shit? Don't forget to perform or put on a show to keep their attention on personal growth. To call it spiritual seems like a facade. You're not even qualified to apply for this job. You're saying you found it in human design? The cross of upheaval gives you the right? Well, what if you're martyred by those in control? Or just disappear and we'll never know? These are all of the questions I had to ask when having a meeting with the Looking Glass. That was a Alice in Wonderland. I almost said Alice in Chains. That was an Alice in Wonderland reference. The Looking Glass. It's a mirror, for those of you that didn't know. And the trail off. Anyway. Those are the thoughts that are in my head all the time. And I really honestly worry about that. And it's part of the reason why I scrap my notes so much. And why I work on this shit for weeks before I present it to you. Because being led astray is one of the things that I'm absolutely and abhorrently against. Think you think it should be a song? I could make it a song, maybe. I fear that all the time. That's why I only come at stuff and I only present the stuff that you guys can also research and find on your own without a claymation, without anybody guiding you. You can find all this shit out on your own. And I've said do your own research since y'all met me. And I kept seeing it not happening, or maybe the research was not doing what it was supposed to do, because I kept seeing people get stuck. Find one thing that made kind of sense, and then they were like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go with this one now, which is what the Paradox of Truth was about. I wrote that last year, I think. I wrote that, the 3 grievances about TikTok and the spiritual community and the personal growth community here, and how people that I looked up to when I first came onto this app were negating everything that they've been teaching me. Hey, Valcorin. How you doing, brother? They were literally turning around on their own selves. They were saying things like, it's much more fun watching you. You put things in a way that I can understand. Well, thank you. I try. Because I didn't understand a lot of the shit they were putting to me. But more importantly, the things that I didn't understand was, how can you tell us that we are all on our own path? We're all on our own journey. And then tell us, no, you have to follow me. It didn't compute. And as a person with the cross of upheaval, and I did not know that then, though I have been living that purpose my entire fucking life, I've always been the one on the soapbox saying, hey, wait, nope. That ain't right. I don't like it. I've always been that person. Ever since I was a little kid, man. By the way, after we're done with the alignment series, I'm going to throw a couple of bonus episodes in, and one of them is going to be about your purpose and how to help you find it. And the easiest way that you can do it, and I don't even have to do the episode if I just tell you now, the easiest way is to look at your life and look at the thing that you kept doing, or that you kept coming back to, or that kept coming back to you. Thank you, Lisa Marie. It's good to see you. Sorry, Lisa Mary Magdalena. I just see Lisa Marie, and my fault. I'm dyslexic. You're doing it naturally already. And it's usually something that doesn't even seem like it would be purposeful. Like, for me, I didn't understand that. I didn't think I wouldn't have thought in a million fucking years. Oh, thank you. I wouldn't have thought in a million fucking years that the soapbox thing was the corrector. Somebody called me the corrector one time, and I was like, yeah, please, that sounded arrogant and asshole-ish, but yes, I agree with that terminology, and I accept it. I accept that better than I accept all the other words that people have called me over the years. But I would have never in a million years believed that was my purpose until I got into studying all my charts, and I saw that they were pretty consistent, that that's what I was supposed to do. I'm supposed to be the one that says, hang on, wait, this doesn't fit right. This doesn't make sense. This isn't, wait, no, no. Why are you trying to teach me that and tell me that this is the way? Because it does not feel right. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't seem right. And I'm not going to do something that isn't right. And it is the reason why I worry about, hey, Blessed, is the reason why I worry about the things that I teach y'all, even though I am 100% fucking confident in the material that I give you in the moment that I'm giving it to you, because I've done the fucking research and I have meticulously and strategically gone over it with a fine-tooth comb 500 fucking times. Trust me. I have a whole other book that is the notes ones, and one of them was one live, and that was the Psychic Abilities live, the one that got bananaed and didn't get a copy of. Because even though I've been researching psychic abilities basically my whole life, and I felt like I had all of the knowledge possible that you could have for them, there was still some things in there that just didn't seem right, and there was other things that weren't in there that I felt needed to be. Hey, Mel. And I really the more that I got into, the more deeper that I researched, that's when I started finding that I was right. And I'm glad that I did that. And if I'd have decided to get stuck on the first answer that I found, y'all be stuck too. Yes, ma'am. Go night night. Go ahead, Shazam.
I'm just trying to put you on camera for a minute, darling. How did I do that?
You're trying to turn your camera on? There should be a little camera symbol somewhere around the microphone-ish. Where are you? I hear. Oh fuck! I'll hit myself in the face.
If you hit your
Trying to get this motherfucker.
say
Do what?
camera, you hit that, and then there should be another camera. There you go.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna put her in the big screen. Hold on, I gotta kill this fly with my poison. They like my black light. Thank you. Can you put your face above the Oh, that's awesome. Is that me? No? What is that? But I'm so fucking proud of you, dude. Less than a month ago, you were telling me, no, you can't draw. You'll never be able to draw again. That's what you said. And now look at you. Coloring, too. One of these days, y'all are going to start listening to me. I'm always right when I tell you you're going to do something. Wasn't I right?
Yep.
I swear I sound so arrogant when I say it like that. That's not what it is. It's not arrogance at all. I swear it's not. But a little tiny bit. It's more or less teasing, just being funny about it. But yeah, you could do anything at all. Hell, she's a better artist than I am. And when's the last time that you had really worked on some art? Shazam. Oh, this motherfucking fly. Did I get... No, you bastards!
After my coma. When I came out of my coma, my hands were like claws. And they were like that for years.
You know what? That just popped up another poem because of what you just said. Where's it at? Oh, sweet. And I went right to it. The book opened up right to the poem that you need to hear.
No.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
I wrote this February 19th, 2025. We are all infinite possibilities. I saw a movie when I was younger. Can't remember what it was called. About a man who played piano, but was born without arms. They said he couldn't take care of himself, needing help so he could eat. So he taught himself to write, paint, draw, using just his feet. Later, I learned of a lady born without legs or hips. They told her she couldn't do anything and would never have kids. They wanted to put her in institutions, but now, they wanted to put her in institutions because she could never have a life, but now owns her own company, happily married, and has given birth 3 times. Now, what if they had listened to what those people said, letting it limit themselves, so they did even more instead? These are just examples of proving those limits wrong. Inspiring me to keep going, to find where I belonged. I'd been given up, passed around, and finally adopted. Abused and bullied my whole life, thinking I could never stop them. I gave up on my dreams because they said I'd never achieve it. Halfway through my 40s, I finally quit believing it. I spent my whole life thinking no one would ever love me. Believing my life was worthless, trying to make others happy. Until one day I decided I didn't want to feel that way. Scouring the internet, searching for reasons to stay. Each time I find out someone else has ended their life, I remember how I used to feel, and it fuels my fire to fight. I know I might not be able to change the entire world, so I share my journey with others to inspire them with my words, hoping change and healing will ripple out through my friends. That's you guys. No one should ever feel alone. This madness needs to end. So if someone ever reaches out to ask you for your help, please don't turn your back on them, because I know how that felt. We all need to do better at stopping this cycle of pain. Be there for each other and start inspiring change. If you ever feel alone and hopeless, call me and let's start healing. You are so amazing, and I love you. We are all infinite possibilities. I wrote that after the people that I was living with in East Texas, their grandson unalived himself. And I did a fundraiser here on TikTok to get them a rental car so they could go up to Colorado to bring him and his family and his stuff home. And I got more than enough money by the end of the day, and I'm super grateful for it, for you guys, for everybody that pitched in. I don't think anybody that did is here right now, but it doesn't matter. The fact that this family came together group of people came together to help total strangers to do something like that. I sat out in the woods crying. I'd met the kid a few times, but I didn't really know him that well. But I knew them very well. I'd been friends with them for 8 years, and it was sad because what had happened, he did not believe in my abilities. She did. And she had asked me at one point, because he had gone missing, she had asked me if I could see him. And I couldn't see anything. All I could hear was, "It's okay." And I told her it will be okay. But there was no "will be." It was, "It's okay." And it was 30 minutes after I said that to her when they called and said they'd found him up on a mountain with his pew-pew and stuff. And it was very evident that that's what had happened. He wasn't taken out by somebody else. That was weird. Okay. Anyway, this makes a weird light effect, these yellow glasses. Hey, Lori. Hi, babe. Good to see you, man. But yeah, that poem came from that. And I felt like the very beginning of it was what you needed to hear, because those are two real people. They really exist. I don't know if the armless guy still exists or not. He may have passed by now, but because that movie was made in the early 80s or late. Okay, yes. You want to do the light show? I haven't done the light show in a while. You have a light show? You have one? If you have a light show, I'll let you do it. If not, I can do it. My light's movable thing is broken, but oh cool. But it does still do the light show. See, watch. Yeah, it's in the green one. All right. I don't remember what the names of those movies are. Or the one with the dude. Okay, it was made in the other one's not a movie. That is the chick that was born. She's literally born just her abdomen and up. She didn't even have hips, like, at all. And they literally told her that she was gonna be in an institution her whole life. That's what they told her parents. And her parents were like, no. She gets around on a fucking skateboard, dude. She owns her own company. She's the CEO. And she's got 3 kids and a husband and a big giant house. I saw, the way I found out about her is on the rag mags at the grocery stores. What do you call those? The whatever magazines. You've heard of her? Okay, cool. And then the dude, he was born without arms, but he learned he taught himself. Nobody taught him. He learned how to do it himself. And that movie, I saw that movie when I was like 5 or 6, 7 maybe. So it's a really old movie. But in the movie, he becomes a very famous pianist. Just don't know what his name is, or who he was. But that I don't know why those were the 2 people that popped up in my head when I started to write a poem about, having a reason to live. And those were people that had every reason not to. They were literally being told that they had every reason not to. I was too, my whole life. The world would be better off without you. You should just do it. Make us all happy. We're sick of you. We hate you. Heard that my whole life. Still hear it. And it repeated in my head for years. And I can't even tell you how many times I tried it. Healing from those things was harder than some of the other things that I've faced. Because changing your mindset is one thing. Stopping a repetitive broken record of the most evil shit that you could say to yourself that wasn't even installed by you. It was programmed in you by the people that raised you or the people that you were around. Like that's hard. It's hard to break free of the programming. And we don't realize how much of our thought process, how much of our body movements, how much of our actions and reactions are programmed behavior. They aren't ours. And we make it seem like it's so fucking simple in the spiritual and personal growth communities. They make it seem like it's so fucking simple to just stop feeling that way and thinking that way and acting that way. It's not. It's a lifelong fucking habit. And although they say, oh yeah, a habit, you could break a habit in, what is it, 65 days? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Fuck you who wrote that fucking shit. Fuck you. Because all these people out here are giving people false hope, telling them that they can change their entire life in 2 months. No, you can't. It took me 2.5 fucking years to get here. And that was every single day, spending every moment on this shit. And I still struggle. Every now and again, I still have a terrible thought pop in my head that I worked too hard to get rid of. And if I'm at wherever the fuck I'm at, and you feel like you haven't, or you're not good enough, or you haven't gotten there yet, or whatever the fuck, don't feel that way, man. Because it's not a thing that you get to and you just are there now. Cool. Yay, butterflies and rainbows. Nothing's ever going to touch me again. It's not like that. It's a daily thing. And sometimes multiple thousands of times a day. So give yourself some grace. Remember to come at everything with acceptance, understanding, support, encouragement, love, gratitude, curiosity, and be open to receive, including yourself, especially yourself. Do you guys want to say goodbye before I let Dave shut us out? Or close us out?
Goodbye.
That's okay. Simple and
Have a great night, everyone, or a sorry day. And evening. Yeah, it is nighttime now. When you're ready, could you put me on the big box?
what I was trying to say is, even after integration, you still have to practice every day, because you can fall out of that as well. It's a daily thing. It's something that we're never ever going to be able to stop doing. But at least we're stopping the horrible thoughts that we had about ourselves. So there's that. All right, go ahead, Dave. Sorry. That's fucking rad.
I had to drop the needle on the song, so it's going to start really weird. Oh, but I dropped it down on the right part.
That's fucking awesome. That is so fucking awesome. Hell yeah. I'm so proud of you, dude. We all loved it. I'm over here just noshing down on an ice cream thing. I'm fucking starving. Okay. Speaking of last night, right? I cooked dinner before I went live. I had no fucking reason to be starving 2 hours later. None. I had a whole pork chop, noodles, the whole nine. I had a bunch of stuff. There was no reason whatsoever for me to be starving. And I got to thinking about it. When your psychic body is doing what your psychic body does, one of my things is the energy conduit deal, right? So, I'm doing all of this. What did we say that we are supposed to do to help align our bodies, right? Eat and drink and sleep. And that's why after the live, I'm always fucking starving and exhausted. I can be wired out the gills at the beginning of the live. By the end of it, a couple hours later, I want to pass the fuck out and eat everything in sight. Real time evidence. All right, y'all. I love you guys. Remember, next week, there's truly a blessing in all. Things is cool. Concert and artwork are going to be posted now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. In fact, I need to do another art and poetry live soon. I may do that on my next weekend, which is Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So, we'll do, because remember that our next episode is ego and intuition. What it is, how they got misaligned, how to align them, what they're supposed to do, all that shit. I had more fun making that script than any of the others. I don't know why, because actually I do know why. Because I was directly finding information to completely and totally shut down a whole bunch of things that I have not thought was right that they've been teaching us to do. A lot of shit. And it's going to blow a lot of people's minds. But that's what I do. I ask the questions till I find the answers. And I don't even accept the answers. I keep searching. So it's going to be an awesome live. And then sometime the next day, we'll do a art and poetry live. Sound good? Because I haven't done one of those in a while, and I would like to. I think it'd be fun. All right. Love you guys. I'm going to eat the rest of this, and I'm going to cook me some eggs. That's my bow, even though I took the phone with me. Y'all have a great night. I love you guys. I'll see y'all next week. Bye. Come on. I can't even shut this thing down.